Got this. I'm on top of the ice cubes. I meant it in a friendly, polite manner. I don't have the green eye though, so I don't think it makes much sense for me to go down here to get the green eye thing. Who's shaking, Zero G? You're just the man, excuse me, the person I wanted to chat with. I should have left my guy sleeping, shit. Free health, no tiredness. I'm actually a little excited. So, I grabbed Danganronpa 3 for my Switch. Yes. Oh, you're always fun to chat with. And I know you like those, the Danganronpa... Well, actually, I don't know if you like those series, but I do know you chatted enough with me about the, Chunsoft, is it? Or Spikesoft? But I watched the anime, and I was talking to my mom about all this stuff, because, actually, it's kind of funny. My mom always likes to chat about games and, like what I'm streaming or planning on doing, because, I mean, it's just polite, right? Like, even if she doesn't take part in it, I chat about lots of books, and I help her garden and crap like that, and I'm not exactly particularly enjoying it. It's just how people are. It's bonding, you know? Which is actually, I've been kind of off streaming, mostly because my mom's been sick, but it's not something I don't want to chat about. So, the Danganronpa thing, I don't like Game 1 at all. I thought Game 1 sucked ass. Game 2 I just recently beat not too long ago, and it was better. But the biggest thing it's missing is, and like, again, my mom just got her, what'd she get? She just got her 5th book published. So I'm trying to talk, I'm like, Mom, I don't know what the hell, like, I don't know how to put into words. And she's like, it's missing plot. I'm like, exactly, that's what it is. There's no main plot. Well, the anime actually cleared it up, which it confuses me. It's similar to like how Chrono Cross presents itself, where it kind of drops everything at the end. I'm like, everything is a reactive situation in which you are hyper focused on these characters and like little events. It's similar to like watching Saw if you cut out the ending and the beginning of every movie. That's why it always kind of pissed me off with those games. But the anime was actually decent. I'm like, it was nicely animated. The third one, not the whatever the shitty first one was called. So I'm stoked to play the third game now. There wasn't really much of a story. I kind of was just thinking about you with the Danganronpa thing. I'm like, I can't wait to play the third one. Because I grabbed it for my Switch, and it plays like ass on the Switch, so I grabbed it for PC. Because it really does follow, and I hope to God it doesn't follow the same path. There's 15 characters, plus you know, there's like 16 in both the other games, I believe. Well, they kill off the 5 best ones right away, in my mind. Like the ones where they actually flesh them out and you kind of care about them a little bit. Or at least they're not just wholly, because everything's based upon, like, you know, the ultimate idea, which is just a pigeonholed cliche. Like, you're literally the ultimate, I'm the ultimate fisherman, all I do is talk about fish, and then like that's a character. Like, why the fuck would I care about that? That's not development. So they develop 5 characters and kill them off right away. Then you're left with 5 characters and they kill those guys off, and then you're left with the 5 worst characters. Okay, this is like a big spoiler, okay? So if you haven't played the games or whatever, well, I don't know if it's that. So in the first game, the dude, my least favorite character, actually comments on that in the third game. They started talking about that in the anime as well. I'm like, this is good. Like, this is what I wanted to find out, because they kind of ignore that for the first 2 games. And I'm sure I didn't play the spin-off games, but there was there's, you know, like the hidden lore and fan fiction and shit like that I don't care about. Like, honestly, I don't think that's good game design. If you have to have, like, you know, the Kingdom Hearts route where you have 17 miniature pamphlets that you got in cereal boxes, or you have to rent a DVD that was only released for 6 days in Japan from McDonald's. Like, that's weird. Like, just make a cohesive game. But in the first game, who still, for whatever reason, kind of is a main character, is the dude that accuses you of being a ghost. So, I mean, I think that's obscure enough where it doesn't spoil much. And I hate it. Like, I hate so much that he's a reoccurring character in this whole series. And they took away, like, my good girl from the first one. The computer one. We won't say names, you know? Alright, how do I get this? May the clone have victory. So, am I missing my clone ability? But you love the third game? That makes me happy. Like I said, this the Switch version was very laggy for me, which I guess there's a difference between docked and undocked. But I don't know what it is. Shit. Okay, too close. So I'm hoping the PC version runs well. I don't have the PS4 version. Okay, this gave me clone. Okay. This room will make a clone, press again to make it explode and engulf enemies. Consumes, and I think it went away once I used it once, right? Okay. So I assume I put the clone thing on the bubble? Or on the green thing? Or I had to kill him. But yeah, so I'm a little excited about that because especially the whole anime thing helped flesh out many like eccentric abilities in the second class. Because I know a couple of the fan favorites, like the what's his name, Nagito. He was as weird as shit to me. Like I mean, also I think these are aimed towards more of a hard weeb crowd. Where I'm like a soft weeb. Like I'm good with a marathon of King of the Hill, but not all the time. I want to steal one of these. Alright, now I gotta go all the way over to the northwest. Thank you, random enemy that I couldn't see. Then I gotta get my shit together and play the other one. I've been on too many like mystery games or detective story games. I haven't played Zero Time Dilemma. I downloaded it and I started it up and it works. Like that's all I've done so far in it. So I gotta fire that one up, which I think that there was no issue with my Steam release. At least I hope not. Sorry, little buddy. Well, I heard a lot of conflicting things on that one. But I enjoyed 999 and VLR quite a bit. So, yeah, that's how I usually see it's the worst. But I'm like, even if it's the worst of a good game series, I'm like, that's okay, right? I usually don't see much about people hating it, so maybe it's subjective, you know? Just as like, there's plenty of games that what the fuck? Oh, I'm on the clone probably. There's plenty of games that I don't like as much as other people and vice versa. So it's always good to give these things a shot. Otherwise, you're just talking out your ass. I don't like that. I played this game for 20 minutes. It's unplayable. I forgot who got made fun of. I saw another guy. Like the professional reviewers and the one dude. It was hate on Elden Ring, which I haven't played Elden Ring. I'm just not a fan of Souls games. So I just don't play them. But he hated it so much. And like, even as he started his review, he's like, I've never actually played the game, but he hated it. And I'm like, how in the hell can you review a game and have never played it before? I understand, like, maybe if it's a remaster, or I mean, even that's kind of questionable. But like, if it's a port, like let's say like the Chrono Cross port to Switch, you can say like, I don't like Chrono Cross, so I won't like the Chrono Cross Switch port because it adds nothing. Okay, I get that. I understand that if you played the other one. But people are like, oh, I've never played this, but it's a terrible game. I'm like, shut up. There's nothing wrong with disliking a game. There's nothing wrong with that. And I hate that mentality where it's like, oh, you gotta like everything. Oh, no, shut up. There are plenty of games that sucked ass. Like you know how many horrible fucking old games I've played? I can name 5 NES games I've beaten in my lifetime. Like, there's a lot of shit either that was old that was not fun. But to rate something, yeah, like to rate something and not even try it, like that's insanity. Oh, maybe it's just for me to get back up in case you fall down. Yeah, use the green eye. I don't know, I'm just running out of things to do. This game has literally no dialogue, which is what I don't run particularly interactive streams. So I rely more on me reading to stay entertained. So instead you get yammering. Sorry. This is how it is. That's why I don't like playing these games on stream. It's not that they're bad games, it's just they don't work for me that well. What was the last time I played that? It was a freaking Chocobo Dungeon 2. I'm like, I have a silent character. At least Musashi talks when there's, you know, the 1 or 2 dialogues ever. But it's like you give a silent character and no story. I'm like, well, just an oddly repeating, like, infinite dungeon. Or not infinite dungeon, but similar to, like, you know, Persona 3. How you just basically stayed in one tower. It's like, well, that's weird. Which I'm super stoked to try out Persona 1 and 2. They definitely become much more mainstream games from that. Well, I mean, you know, it's a spin-off. But they become much more mainstream as you went along, which is what I loved when Trance, you know, started with Persona 5 and loved it and then went backwards. I'm like, they get weirder and weirder.
Whoa, hard as a rock.
Like 4 was pretty tame. I have all the eyes, don't I? Green, blue... Yeah, green, blue, red. Put in the eyes. Oh, maybe I gotta melt the door first. Okay. No, like 4 was relatively tame. 3, you're shooting yourself in your head, so that's a little weird. But it's not like the end of the world. I heard 2 was legitimately a good game. 1...
Maybe if I insert the red eye.
Yeah, no shit, put the keys in there. But 1, I think, is one of those, you know, early release, just test in the water kind of games. Which isn't necessarily bad. But, you know, high hopes, not quite. Do I get all my slots back? Hell yeah. Found bleh cloth. Is it more underwears? We found a hanky. Game is weird. I will say, like, even though I don't like love the controls, is much better than the Mega Man Legends. And this one kind of reminds me of that game. Although, if you play Mega Man Legends on the N64, which is like weird to even say, the controller is actually good for that game. Because you can aim. Oh, I can just run into him? Maybe not? There we go. What's going on, the fabled one? How are you doing? Yeah, I think everyone besides the PlayStation version, you were allowed to actually change the controls a bit, or actually, you know, well, aim. Which is kind of cool. Okay. I'm digging the music already. Maybe a giant ice dragon? Oh, I lost. That's it. Download it now. Well, I would highly recommend... Oh, this isn't bad at all. I would definitely recommend Duck Station if you're trying to emulate it. This works beautifully. And I'm a dude who used EPXE for 15 years, so... This is like... This almost reminds me of Parasite Eve. Duck Station's way too good. It just has better compatibility with games and easier to change graphical settings more than just shaders. Memory card management, hex editor built in. It has a GUI that's similar to Dolphin, which is very nice. Okay. Oh, bananas. I would highly recommend it. You need like... Oh, no, I fucked that up. Can I jump up there? Answer is no. Alright, which way are you going, buddy? That was not a lot of damage. Is this the only way to harm him? My fire ran out. Bananas. I'll get this, don't you worry. Apparently not. That was way too early. Okay. What's your gimmick here, buddy pal? Can I just stand there for the head? Oh, let me just stand there. Okay, that one didn't let me stand there. So maybe a little to the side, but I gotta pop his head, it looks like. Run to the right. All right, I'm going. I am going. But yeah, between game management and memory card management, it was a very, very nice improvement. And like I said, I've used EPXE for everything forever. You still have a couple crashes on the more common games like Valkyrie Profile and Star Ocean 2, the ending, and also a Gaia. But it is much more common for them to run just as is, which is nice. Oh, Okay, go faster, please. No, that might be death. Unless it's scripted to make it just seem very close. That's not good. Maybe if I just stay there. Oh, you're more than welcome to.
Huh? The end already?
Dran? Oh, that's my money, right? Yeah, whatever. Shit. Wait, hold on. My little counter thing didn't go up. I'm not gonna cheat. Okay, there we go. All right, so I missed one thing. I'll be faster. That's all. Not a big deal. But yep, you can join in, you can bet on things. My next game's gonna be Front Mission 3. So join in on the bets. I'll add you up and all that stuff so everything's accessible. Welcome, the Fabled One. Hold on. I don't know if you stream or not. Do you stream? And then I'll stop asking questions and get back to playing games. I do, but not consistently. Okay, I'll put you as awesome then. Shin Megami Tensei 5, huh? I assume that's SMT. Just guessing. Never heard of it. The Front Mission Remaster. I would like to, yes. I do like that they do the Mario route of teaching you through experience. Like, you are supposed to melt these. I'm actually just in my 4-year. In 2 weeks, give or take. I started streaming because I actually saw a Star Ocean 2 speedrun, and I hated it. So I'm like, I'm gonna play games casually. And I got emotes, so I'm happy. So I have like, I don't know, 30 emotes I get to use. What else could you want in streaming, right? Well, at least it didn't seem like it cost a lot. I'll just take the hits. I don't care. I get a couple hits in them. The second part. Which I'm not against people speedrunning by any means. It's definitely a talent and more power to them. It's just like when I was watching that game, you literally skip every battles, you don't recruit anybody. I'm like, this isn't fun. Like, why would you show Star Ocean 2 and not do anything fun in it? I'm going. Yeah, because probably the best people I've met on, well, I shouldn't say that. A lot of the best people I've met on Twitch who have been around since like day one are actually speedrunners. And they're always super nice. I don't do it at all. Like, I am awful. I'm 100%, or I'm an 80% casual RPG completionist, you know? Just here to relax. I really gotta get these going a little faster. Okay, good. My fuck up there is okay. Alright, round 2. Yeah, it looks like only his head takes damage. What is that? Can I hit him though? Alright, so, and then he dives in the middle forward. Wait, whoa. Alright. Well, that was not good. Although it's definitely a good time to hit him. I don't know how to get rid of the power. Like, that looks like that's when I need to do, But I need to actually hit him with my regular sword. I don't know if you can get rid of the power. I just have to be more careful. I don't know how to get around the shoop to whoop thing. I mean, 27 damage is a lot less than 80, whatever the hell it was, right? I have a regular drink? No. Alright, do the head thing. No, not that thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. 27 damage is way less than 80, whatever the hell it was. Seriously? Oh, come on, don't do this to me. That's my own fault. Yeah, I don't care. That's fine to get a little bit of damage. It was mostly for the Star Ocean 2 thing, just... It was disappointing to see... Oh, that's mine. Just no story being done, no characters, no fighting. Not at all against speedrunners, just that game. So it was missing. Okay, I could just hang out in the corner, it doesn't hit me. Yeah, which I'm not, like I said, I'm not against speedruns at all. But for me, I was like, this doesn't do the game justice. That's all. Oh, I thought he was falling down. I'm an idiot. Stop it. Which way are we going? Like, I'm sleepy now. Okay, one more. I have a revive and a bunch of heals, so I'm still feeling all right. I think this is just everything's a lot faster. Yeah. Which way are you going? Alright, see, look at first try. After a while, it's not that bad. Definitely killed my speedrun, getting frozen like 4 times when I should just hit him. Musashi receives Frost Dragon's Core. The Fire Crest has been liberated. Level up, 25 BP, all elements occur. Okay, where am I going? I don't think if there's any fired places. I'm gonna grab 1 or 2 more fancy dancy heal items and we're golden. Although I did lose 6 grand. Which is, whatever. I think the max heals are like 800. Yeah, we'll go back to the village.
Well, back to the village.
There's Quintra Empire. I think I gave up on this game around when you get to go to this area. What's going on, Fort?
I am disappointed in you two. You didn't think that I'd forget that incident.
No, why? What's wrong with my mic?
Please forgive us, sir.
Actually, I don't know when the last time you've been here.
Will not disappoint
Year and a half ago I changed it?
future, Colonel.
Yeah. You saved us from poverty. We won't ever forget that. Even if we wanted to.
Even if you wanted to?
What do you mean?
I have an obscene amount of reverb.
We were low enough to want.
Just looking out for you. Oh, well,
Isn't that right, Ben?
I'll check it at some point. Maybe something got loose or whatever.
Wanted to forget. Duh.
Thanks for popping in for that, I guess.
Silence! Presently, Ginger Ale and Bubbles are out searching for Musashi. There's no need to worry about those frivolous sisters. Depending on Topo's situation, we will change our tactics accordingly. Be prepared.
It's your chance.
No, I don't use any filters. This is me.
Sir, I will do
So.
my best.
Yeah, me too. We'll show them your power.
There's a couple people. We have, yeah, so was Don, I think? Moving to Homestead. Something wrong, Mayor? Well, something troublesome just occurred, and... Again, what happened? It's a long story. You can find out more at the village shops. Goodbye. Oh, why is he so sad? Find out more? You didn't even tell me anything yet. Whatever. I'll go and find out more at the shops. It's hard to raise the kids in the Vegas area. That's no bueno. I don't know where Homestead is. Yeah, who was it? Your rival Kenjiro in this is Waharl in Disgaea. And you are Sheila Broflovsky, I believe? Southwest of Miami. Oh, okay. Well, I know that homestead.
Yeah. What do you want?
That's why I was a little confuzzled. I'm like, I thought you were way out west. Because I'm I'm north of Miami, about an hour. That's it. See you later. Podions.
Welcome.
What do we got? Okay, buy one more of those and one more of those. There's a shit ton of well, I was actually just commenting on Ghost, another dude who it's like basically you, Ghost, and myself are the only three people I know that are vocal about disliking some retro games. Not hating all retro games, obviously. But everyone has like this weird hard-on. Like if a game's old, it's fucking amazing. It's like, no, there's a lot of shitty games out there. Yeah, Nicola's right around me from what I understand. As you should. As you should. What's going on, Am? I don't ever need to sleep. Superman 64, dear Bob. Well, mine is, especially like this, when we mentioned the secret games, a lot of the Saga games I dislike. Like, intensely. I know a lot of people like him. I just don't like that producer, director guy. We don't seem to mesh. Although he worked on Final Fantasy 12, and I think Tactics Advanced, and I both enjoy those. What's going on, Em? How you doing? What was I doing here? Oh, I was supposed to talk to the shop people. Ah, shiitake mushrooms. Well, he's got to sleep until the next shop opens. Eventually. I don't remember which mana game I played I did not like. Actually, let me look it up. Because I beat one on stream. Oh, because I'm doing the whole PlayStation RPG tour thing. I played... What was my mana game? Like a Frontier 2? No, hated that. Legend of Mana. I didn't like Legend of Mana either. But from my understanding, I also got, like, unlucky with my story route. I didn't look up a guide to play the game. I just played it, and apparently I just missed everyone's story. What's going on? The princess took all of my money. She's been collecting money from all of the shops. Can you believe it? Anything else? I think we're good. I have a ton of health and BP now. I like it. Consider I get hit a lot. I guess that's useful. Alright, bread lady. Well, I don't know if I missed everybody's story, but when certain characters died, I didn't get to see that. And I ended up mostly talking about some dude and his egg. Princess Filet came and demanded maintenance fees for the palace. She claimed fees from all the other village shops too. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Saga Frontier 2 I'm mixing up with. What the hell did I do in, whose ending did I get in the Mana game? I don't remember whose ending I got. I might have done the dragon route. I can't believe that she'd do such a thing. This country used to be such a nice place. Did I do the dragon route? No, I did it mostly with the little gem people. Would you like anything else? I'm trying to think, I'm sorry, because I think I met the dragon once and that was really cool. But the gem people were super boring. Because my buddy actually speedruns that game, and he always does the fairy route, and that seemed way more interesting than whatever the hell I did.
Hello.
What's going on, Kurt? The princess took all of my profits. I can't believe it. She did it to all the other shops too. To get revenge, I'll sell filet action figures. The best part too, I think, I never unlocked the blacksmith, so I couldn't upgrade my weapons, which didn't matter anyway, because, you know, you can just beat things to death. But I guess there's like blacksmithing and other cool shit. Who didn't I talk to? We did the toys, we did that. Actually, it might be the appraisal dude, yeah.
Yeah, what do you want?
What's up? Been running this shop for many years, but this is the first time that the palace demanded money. Makes me feel like closing the shop and moving away. Other shop owners must also be devastated that the princess took their profits. Okay, so we know a couple people got the profits. I don't know if I have to talk to the inn. They're open 24 hours, so that's cool at least. I can't change the camera angle, just so you know. I'm not purposely at this weird ass angle.
Welcome.
Or if you can, I don't know how. I can't believe it. The princess took all of the inn's money. We worked so hard to earn it, and she just takes it all away. I feel betrayed. We're just her slaves. Like anything else? Yeah, this kind of gives me the Breath of Fire 4 vibes for camera angles. I'll check this place first. Maybe this counts as a store. I didn't even know there was a Breath of Fire 4 until someone came on my stream and was talking about it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure no one likes Dragon Quartet. And they're like, Dragon Quartet isn't number 4. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what Quartet is. They're like, no, there really was a Breath of Fire 4 on the PlayStation. I'm like, oh, apparently there was. I played it. It was, I mean, it was fine. Can't believe the princess took all the profits. Do you think she'll come to collect money every day, baby? It's a very nice looking game. I don't know. It wasn't my kind of game, I guess. Maybe I should. I mean, again, it's not a bad game. I wouldn't say it's a bad game. It's just there's some pretty annoying things in it. And it was very, very easy. Very easy. Minus one boss was a little RNG based. Otherwise, you basically started with, imagine like when you're playing Suikoden and you get your master combo, you just keep that for the entire game. Well, that's what you did in Breath of Fire 4. You started with like a fire and slash combo that hit everything and killed every monster for 30 hours in that game. Until finally like the final dungeon, which I almost gave up on that game on the final dungeon. Because holy shit. So in like Star Ocean 2, there's a couple areas in which they definitely up the encounter rate. Well, Breath of Fire 4 does that in their final dungeon times 10. And it's just so annoying. Because the fights aren't even difficult, they're just very, very, very frequent. And they actually, you can find gear that, she did what? Better tell the oh, the geezer's the castle people. That's not the mayor, they don't care. You actually find gear that reduces encounter rate. And I think that's the only place you find it is in the final dungeon, like actually inside of it, which is kind of funny. So I can definitely replay it. It's tough enough for, yeah. I've played plenty of bad games. I wouldn't consider it a bad game. I just was expecting something different. That's all. There was a lot of good in it. Let's go see the geezer. I am stoked to play Breath of Fire 3 again, though. I haven't played that since a kid, but I do remember enjoying it quite a bit. Which, you know, you play games 20 years ago. Actually, more than 20 years at this point. It's tough to really get a good memory of them. Hey, geezer. Those thieves weren't at their hideout. Sir Musashi. Other, more important matters doth exist. Do you mean the princess? Can you read my mind? The princess disappeared. I looked everywhere in the palace, but couldn't find her. I played all the way through Breath of Fire 1. I haven't heard many good things about Breath of Fire 1. Like, it was a solid grind fest. Couldn't findeth her. She doth be fine when we had dinner last night. She seemed to be doing fine when she was in the village, too. The village? You saw her in the village? The people in the village shops were saying that she took all of their profits. She said it was to help prepare the castle. I didn't see her personally, but I don't think they'd all lie about something like that. We must hurrieth to find the princess. We must prove her innocence. You're right. She wouldn't do such a thing. Then you go and check out the castle again, and I'll go look for her in the village and the surrounding areas. I understand it. Oh, by the way, the gondola has been repaired. You may now transport goods and passengers to and from the castle, or the palace, excuse me. Perfect. Then I'll give it a ride. Taketh care, Musashi. I never have to go back to my room. Should I go to the gondola or the village? Oh, let's go to the gondola.
Am I alive? That gondola. Way too fast. Thought I was gonna die. Huh? Steam? What if...
Steamwood messed up again. Okay, I'm actually confused. Why do I care about the gondola if we just walk there? We're just further outside of the town. Like, I can just walk from the town there. You missed the chess? It's like running hyper. It's a very easy out of the box to use emulator, which is why just make sure you make your memory cards. That's it. I don't know if it comes... I think they started doing them where they have 2 base memory cards. Alright, who fucked up Steamwoods again? Is it already my time? No, not. It is kind of time to take a break. I'll unplug my mic and put it back in. I've had 2 complaints so far today, which is not common. I don't have it blasting in my ear either, so I can hear my sound. Like, you know, I can hear there's at least sound coming out of my stream, but what's the matter with it, I'm not sure. Where was Steamwood? I think it was all the way... Actually, no, it's all the way over to the left. Well, I'm not too sure, Jace. I do... the only thing I know is a couple of my buddies dislike 1 compared to 2. For the amount of grind that you had to do. What was it called? I think there's something funny, too, in the beginning of the game. If you run into, like... because the encounters are quite random. You could run into a group of monsters that just wail on your junk. Yeah, I run just minor uppage. I'll share a couple pictures with you of my settings. This is the way to Steam one. There we go. I knew I found it. Although I don't know if I'm supposed to go right here now. Yeah, they keep fucking up Steamwood here. That's fine. Let me send you a picture of my settings. Not that you have to copy them, I just straight copied them from another dude's video that ran everything at a reasonably enhanced rate. Just because sometimes, oh, he's probably not supposed to be like that. What's wrong, pal? When you overdo some of the PlayStation games, it's like you can only improve graphics so much, and then it just looks like they're smudging everything with a crazy amount of shaders. Oh, it's you. Take this. It just makes it look bad. Although I will say, like, running Chrono Cross with just the basic enhancements of DuckStation looks better than whatever the hell the Switch thing they did. Which I think is kind of funny. Let me see if I can find a clip of myself. Which I'm not doing it for... I don't want to hear myself, but I'll show you just like a nice increase. If you ever play... I was sick as shit, so ignore that. Oh, I hate hearing myself. It's horrifying. Yeah. But you can see how nice you actually can get it. And DuckStation actually runs Legend of Dragoon well, since it's one of the few games that actually uses different audio channels. So, like, when you're running EPXE, you might not get voices for some characters or for some situations because they actually run on a different channel. Which I had no idea until I actually started playing and ticking around with settings. Alright, I'll be right back. Let me grab myself a drink.